Guys, this shoe is a banger. Some people tried to downplay it. Some people said it was gonna sit, go on sale. You know how the haters typically do. Y'all, I kid you not. I wish I got it on video. It was crazy to witness. They ripped the door open. Just big enough for a human body to go through. You know, old man, nutsack, elephant skin leather right here. I do gotta talk about that because a lot of people were trying to knock the shoe because it had that leather. If it's not a shoe that Michael Jordan was in an all-star game in, or wore as a rookie, or wore or played against Kobe in, they act like the shoe is weak. Why would they ever sleep on the Wolf? I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you. Hopefully if you slept on it, you catch that restock that's gonna get bodied. So good luck to you. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another video. My name is Jermaine, and today we have another very special sneaker unboxing. Today we have none other than the tax return, the most anticipated GR of the year. Bow! The Air Jordan 5 Wolf Gray. Sorry about the lighting, y'all. Tried to get this lighting as good as I could, but check these bad boys out. Ooh-wee. Let's go. Why would they ever sleep on the Wolf? I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you. But anybody who knows ball and who knows what's going on in the sneaker world did not sleep on these and pick these up. Let's just hop into a little bit of the details, and then I will get into the release itself, because as you guys know, it was very crazy, a lot of mayhem. I'll let you guys know my pickup experience because it was crazy. So getting into it, here is the box. You have your Air Jordan 5 typical box here. You get your gray instead of your black. And for comparison here, we do have another Air Jordan 5 box. This is the Tokyos. We'll bring that out in a second. But here on the Wolf Grays, you do get your gray background, your white Jumpman. Then moving to the side, you do get your white Nike Air right there. If we turn it to the bottom here, you do get your typical Nike text that comes at the bottom of the box. Other side, you get your Jumpman. Today's video, guys, we do have a size 13. This is not my size. This was the size I was able to pick up at the release. A lot of the other sizes sold out. I didn't want to get a small size, had to get a bigger size, and we did get that size 13. When you lift up the lid here, you do get that white cement sort of speckled box right there, and you do see that same sort of design here on the shark teeth. Get that focus, there it is. Same shark teeth right there, same design you get on the speckles. And just to go over the markings on the inside, you do get a blue bin number right there. On the other side, you get a red sticker, and then you get your green sticker, sort of verification sticker there on the inside. So in case you guys wanted to legit check your box, those are some of the markings. You get a blue serial in the corner, blue serial number, red sticker here, and then your green verification inside. That is our box. In comparison, here is just a normal OG box, and this is what you're getting with the Wolf Gray 5s right there. So just to compare it a little bit so you guys have a reference. All right, so actually hopping into the shoe. Guys, this shoe is a banger. Some people tried to downplay it. Some people said it was gonna sit, go on sale. You know how the haters typically do. They try to deter y'all from picking up the sneakers because you know, they're tired of the sneaker game and the resellers and stuff like that. Guys, don't believe them. We've been talking about this shoe since last November, even before that, to be honest. So since last year fall, we've been anticipating this sneaker, and for anybody who thought it was gonna sit, go on sale, people weren't gonna go after it, you're crazy. Right, I'm not going to deep dive into it, but I'll just say that you're crazy if you thought these weren't going to do what they did. So let's just talk about it. God, these look so clean, y'all. Obviously, you're 23 on the heel right there, and that sort of 3D text, gray on top, white in the back. Absolutely fire. You get your clear netting right here. That is gonna turn yellow in the future, but right now, while it's icy blue, just like the bottom sole, all the way around. And just for reference on the sole real quick, and I'm gonna use the Tokyo 5 for a lot of reference here in this video, but you see how the Tokyo 5 is clear on the top and the bottom and sort of like regular just hard bottom here? The wolf gray is actually clear all the way through. So that is one kind of cool but also concerning thing about the wolf gray, is that it is clear all the way through the bottom right there, which is really, really nice. It's nice in terms of brand new look, but as we know, when it starts to yellow and age, it will not look like this, unfortunately, but ball till you fall. So anyways, getting back into the shoe, you do get your speckled shark teeth there at the bottom, the iconic shark teeth, and that sort of Oreo speckling. You get that black and white right there, super duper fire. Moving on to the front of the shoe, you do see this sort of like, you know, old man nutsack elephant skin leather right here. I do gotta talk about that because a lot of people were trying to knock the shoe because it had that leather. To me, when I first saw that, that reminded me of how the Air Jordan 3 would have sort of that elephant print pattern on it. It also reminded me of the Lab 5 Air Jordan 5. Some of y'all may know that shoe, some of you may not. I actually used to have those back in the day. That sort of grandpa leather there does remind me of that, but I do think it's a nice touch because I heard the OGs came like that, so it's nice that they stay true to that. And to bring back the Tokyos one more time, you see the Tokyos have that smooth leather. I think this is what a lot more people wanted. This is very nice as well. You do get that sort of back and forth motion, but here on the cool gray, you do kind of get that old man nutsack sort of leather, which is okay though, because it's still fire. You know what I'm saying? It's a detail that's kind of unique to this shoe. I'm all for the uniqueness in shoes, how each shoe is different from the next. So big shout out to that, love that. Then as we keep going through the shoe, you do see the white stitching that actually pops out very well when you wear the shoe. I do like the white stitching a lot. Going on to the laces, you get these gray laces here. I think I'm actually gonna throw white laces in. I threw white laces here in the Tokyos, but I also do have the black stock laces. So part of me wants to keep these gray. I saw someone wear the white laces on these on release day. It was super, super fire, but I most likely am gonna throw in white laces when it comes to these. Moving over here to the tongue, you do get your 3M tongue. If I could throw the flash on it, I'm not gonna do it right now. And your white Jumpman, super duper icy. To the inside, you get a white insole right here. Very, very nice. Gray Air Jordan on the inside, which surprisingly isn't upside down. Sometimes they do the Air Jordan upside down, but they did it right side up in here, which was nice. Then on the back, almost forgot about the back. There is no Nike Air on the back. They did keep it classic with the Jumpman, which I really, really appreciated. Of course, Nike Air would have made it more hype and more special and stuff like that. But when they keep it OG sometimes, you respect it, you know what I mean? So I don't think it's, you know, not any less better because it's not Nike Air. I think it's just fine with the Jumpman. So we also did cover the clear icy bottom. It is going to age and turn yellow in the future, but right now, I mean, it is just super duper fire. So absolutely love that, and your gray Jumpman right there. I talked really quickly and ran through that. I don't want to make these videos too long when I cover them, but that is the sneaker in a nutshell with the nutsack leather. Very, very fire, very, very hype. A lot of people have been waiting for this shoe. A lot of people have been anticipating this shoe. And I just want to end it off by talking about the release itself. As you guys know from a lot of the pictures and videos online, this release was absolutely crazy. I believe somebody got shot in Atlanta. It should never come to that for sneakers. A viral video of actually the release that I went to out in Wisconsin, specifically Kenosha. Shout out to Kenosha. It was a stampede. So a little bit about that video, I'm gonna throw it up on screen here. So the reason why people started running like that is because there were two stores, right? There was a Snipes, a first come first serve system, but they gave out ticket numbers. So in the order you got there was gonna be the order that you got your sneakers, but it was still first come first serve. The girls who were first in line, they were there from 9 o'clock the day before all the way until the release. I think at like 10 or 11 a.m. They slept in their car. And then another guy who was on 10 pretty much the whole time. He said that he was there since 2 a.m. and he was 8th in line. So y'all, people showed up for these. I mean, come on now, it's the Wolf Grade 5s, you know what time it is. Right there was the Snipes. They gave out first come first serves tickets and the number you got there. I was 37, but again, I didn't really care that much because I have a pair on the way. This one, I just went to go see for the love of the game. I will be flipping this one, had to do it. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Get with it or get left behind. And then what caused that viral video where people were running and going crazy is in that same mall, literally to the right a few feet was a JD Sports. Now the JD Sports did not do ticket numbers. They did first come, first serve, first to line up. They got their ticket number and then they also ran straight to JD Sports. They were literally lined up at the door, y'all, like a 4th and inches, ready, like at the goal line. They were lined up at the gate. As soon as the security guard put the key in and turned it and unlocked it, y'all, I kid you not, I wish I got it on video. It was crazy to witness. They ripped the door open, just big enough for a human body to go through, and it was like a prison break, y'all. They ran, trampled each other, screamed, shouted straight to JD Sports. The moment that guy at JD Sports lifted the door open, we all rushed in JD Sports. I kind of went over to JD Sports even though I had a Snipes number just to see the hype, and I'll throw some more videos of that on screen here. It was crazy. They had one guy working the register. They left him all by himself with a horde of people, bro. He was so mad, bro. It was funny. I couldn't believe on this type of release, they had him up there by himself. He was asking everybody to leave the store. Nobody would leave the store, of course, because if you left out, you were basically gonna lose your spot. Me, I should have just stayed in there, but again, I had a pair on the way, so I wasn't gonna get in the mix and fighting and stuff like that. I was just kind of watching from a distance. Dude, people were shouting, screaming, I was here, no serve me, no serve me. And I'm just sitting here like, yo, like it is that serious because the Wolf Grays are that hype. This is a 10 out of 10 sneaker for me, y'all. I think one of the best 5s that can drop of all time. Me, I really like gray shoes. I brought a shoe in here, for example. Hold on. These, y'all, are my, what are these called? Guys, I forgot the name of these. No, I know. Oh, the Shadow 2.0s. You see how dirty these are? These are my gym shoe. I wore these so much. These are just like a dark shade of like gray / brown now. So I really like gray shoes. I feel like you can throw them on with anything. They're easy to wear. They're just really dope. That's why I think the Wolf Grays are so nice. The hits of white and the clear bottoms and all that type of stuff. This is a 10 out of 10 shoe, especially for a Jordan 5. Not many Jordan 5s are even hyped or sought after anyway. So for this one to be as good as it is an easy 10 out of 10, bro. Not even up for discussion. They're better than the Fire Red 5s. They are up there with the Tokyos, clearly. If this is a bright yellow shoe that's fire, of course a gray one, and people like gray, is gonna be fire. Like, yo, every time I wear this, people like it. It's gray, it's chill, it's neutral, it's not doing too much, it's not too loud. So this is a 10 out of 10 perfect sneaker. One of the best Air Jordan 5s of all time. That's neither here nor there. So yeah, y'all, the release was absolutely crazy for this. Just crazy. That viral video, I was actually at that release, which was crazy. I wasn't gonna go at first because I didn't really like, I was like, I already got one, I don't need to go. But I was like, I heard this place gets crazy, so I want to see for myself. I think that the hype was well deserved. Do I think all the chaos is ever necessary? No. But do I think that this shoe deserved the hype and the lines that it got? 100%. And you know, I see a lot of people calling them mid and hating on them and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They tried to pull the same thing on the Gammas. If it's not a shoe that Michael Jordan was in an all-star game in, or wore as a rookie, or wore or played against Kobe in, they act like the shoe is weak. You know, for all the people that love these shoes, the Gammas, the Black Hats, all these 2011, 2013, 2015 shoes, y'all, don't listen to those OGs or those people that are bitter. These shoes are heat. They are nostalgic from that era. That is why Nike is doing the Kobe 8s. That's why Nike's doing the Kobe or the KD6s. That's why they did the Gammas. That's why they did the Black Hats, and that's why they're doing these. We are past the era of the 90s and the 80s and the stuff like that. The kids that were born in the early 2000s like me and that lived through 2010, 2015, now they're older and now they can buy this type of stuff. So they're doing retro releases for those kids. They're not doing them for the OGs, the people that are 50, 60 years old. I'm sorry, man. How many times are we gonna get the white cement 4s? How many times are we gonna get the Bugs Bunny 8s? How many times are we gonna get these shoes? We've gotten these shoes several times, almost 10 times at this point. It's time for us to go back to 2015, 2016, 2018, the Kobe 8s, the Kobe 8s, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's where we're at. The 90s, it's 2026, guys. 10 years from now, we're gonna have the retro shoes for these kids right now. And we may not resonate with some of those shoes, but that's okay because it's not for us. It's for these current kids today. And for the people that are my age in their 20s right now, we're getting the shoes from when we were kids. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how the cycle goes. So anybody that's hating on the Gammas, the Black Cats, the Wolf Grays, like, don't listen to them, y'all. These shoes are not going on sale. These shoes are bangers. These shoes are heaters. They're non-OGs. They're here to stay, and they're all selling out. I'm telling you, they're all selling out because they're fire. And then even outside of them being from that era, it's like, come on, bro. It's an all gray Air Jordan 5. Come on, white Jumpman, 3M. You know what I'm saying? Clear icy bottoms. Like, it's not a bad shoe at all. So people trying to downplay it, I feel like are hating. I'ma say it. You're a hater. You're a hater. And you cannot like it. I'm not saying that you cannot not like the shoe. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and I respect whatever opinion you have, but for the people going in on it and telling you it's gonna go on sale, and then they're like, oh, I didn't expect it to do this, but then God forbid it's something that Michael Jordan wore, you know what I'm saying? Now they gotta stand outside for it. But if it's something that came out in 2015, 2013, then it's like, they act like it's not important at all. So I just wanted to say that as well. I saw a lot of people trashing this shoe, trying to downplay it just like they did the Gammas and the Black Cats and the Wolf Grays. And I'm just here to say, man, that 2010, 2015 era, 2018, we're in it. We're going back to it. And it's starting with these bangers right here. So they're all selling out. They're all fire. And I'm just super happy about this release. So I feel like I've dragged this video on long enough. Finally made this. Super happy about this. That is the Wolf Gray 5, one of the best 5s of all times, the tax return demon, and it was gonna sell out regardless. And I'm super happy to get a pair. So that was the Wolf Gray 5s, y'all. I rambled on and rambled on. That's it from this video. Sub up, like, stay tuned because we're definitely gonna cover more sneakers, more news as it comes out. So that's it from me. That's it from the Wolf Pack. That's it from the Wolf Pack 5s, and I see y'all on the next one. Hopefully, if you slept on it, you catch that restock that's gonna get bodied. So good luck to you. I'll see y'all later. Peace. I'm out.